Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel once again for day 7 of the lambing vlogs. As you can see, I have a little lamb with me because if you remember, towards the end of yesterday we did a wet adoption. Well, this little triplet got cold in the night, but as you can tell now it's a little wriggler, so hopefully the mum still takes him and we're all okay. Right, let's see what we have going on in these sheds. Right, as I was just saying, this is that little lamb that we adopted on, so the thing is, we need to still see if she'll still take him. And as I say this, we have a triplet just lambing in the corner as I walk in. We've had 5 lambs since I left the video yesterday, so we've been cracking on. I think in total yesterday we had 20 lamb. But first things first, is this shoe going to take the adopted lamb again? Let's just see. There you go. Does she still like him? Yes. You take him, girl? I'm not sure. No, if she didn't like him, she'd be bunting him off straight away, but she's actually giving him a good sniff of it. Should smell of you, girlie. I'm very doubtful its original one would take it back. Not that we want that because it's a triplet anyway. Right, we'll get into feeding and then I'll explain exactly what's going on. As you can see, it is just me this morning, so we need to get cracking. Just look at the space in this twin shed now. I bet the majority of everything born, to be fair, has been twins, so it's good to see some space in here. It means you can just feed them in the troughs now, and the bed's a little bit cleaner. What do we start with? 93, and there's probably down to what, 65, 70 now in here. Well, what a lovely way to start the day. 3 really lively triplets, happy mum, and for those of you wondering about those prolapse spoons too, you can see there she's had a spoon in, and just like you've just seen, she can lamb easily herself with the spoon. I did just give a little bit of pull of the one coming backwards. This one was basically out, I just finished it off for her, but yeah, those spoons, really good tools to have about. One thing that someone has commented on the videos is the ewes are looking fat. Obviously I said too, they're probably a bit overfit if I'm honest. The singles are all good, but probably the twins and the triplets are just, yeah, a little bit overfit. I won't say they're fat, but probably a condition score of 0.5 above where we'd like them. They're probably like condition score 4, we'd like them at 3.5. Yeah, it's one of those. They came in off rough grass, they've hardly had any feed, but I suppose that's one good thing about a clin. They get fit off of fresh air. I'm just going to let her mother up now. Then the next thing is getting some of these ewes and lambs outside while the weather is nice and sunny. Just before we get started though, quick recap. We have the lamb in here, successfully adopted using a skin. First time I've done that, I will definitely use that trick again. Go and watch yesterday's video if you want to see how he did that. You can see he's got a little woolly jumper on, and that is the skin of the lamb that this ewe lost. Obviously you can't use that technique if you're trying to put a triplet on a single, but she lost the lamb. These 3 additions we had in the night, we have an absolutely huge single there, a huge single in there too. I'll put a photo on screen now. That is an absolute whopper. We managed to put an extra lamb on her as well, so yeah, really successful night. We have no triplets currently. All 4 that have lambs, not including the quintuplet, have been adopted. And then just looking down there, these are the lambs that are going to be going out today. This row here and some of this row here. Keep an eye on the ewe that has no teats. I've been having to feed that lamb a little bit, but apart from that, the only other issue that you probably want an update on is the ewe that's got a bad quarter. We're still treating her, hopefully it comes good, but other than that, that is us up to date. We are currently full in the inn. Appearance of Mum on the lambing vlogs as she's helping me tag the lambs whilst James is tailing and castrating the ones that he's doing. But we're stopping right in the middle, and I'll explain why we're tagging and tailing in a minute. But can you see this lamb has a watery eye? So basically, his eye has gone, his eyelid is flicked back on itself. So that means it's rubbing on its eye. This is called entropion, and we probably get this in about 1 in 40 lambs, which isn't a great deal, but it's an easy fix. All we do is simply inject a little bit of antibiotic into that eyelid to swell it up, and then it won't rub. You should be able to see now, if I turn the camera there, his eye's now swollen up. So this eyelid we've injected into, and by doing that it means it's not touching itself, if you can see there. I don't know how I can see. It'll be completely fine. It doesn't look the best right now, but it's the best thing for him, and it solves that problem. James is just finishing off the tailing there, and you'll be wondering why we're actually doing this. Is in the summer, if they have a really mucky tail and it's really long, the flies get into it and it can cause fly strike. So this is a welfare thing we're doing to make sure that there are much less risk to maggots as they get older. And as you can see with this ewe here, she's got a shorter tail, just like every ewe in our flock, barring one that's... So now we've spoken about tailing, we'll also tell you exactly why I'm tagging the lambs today. So each lamb gets 2 tags, and this is what they all look like. So that is a strip of tags. They get a coloured tag and a yellow tag. This is a management tag, and every single tag, no matter what colour it is, it has our special UK number, and each individual sheep also gets a number. So this is number 1633 in our flock. This bit is just for the pedigree stuff, so you can ignore that. It's our pedigree number and the year that they're born in. So we have these, and we change colour every year so we know how old the lamb is. So I'll just pop this in like you've seen before. This goes in the right ear, left ear to me, so just there. Plenty of room to grow, that's really important, if you can see there. And then we have the yellow tag. So the yellow tag has a microchip in it, which is really important for ourselves here on the farm, as it means we're able to record data against each lamb. And that is also why we tag all the lambs here on the farm at birth. So we can record every little finger data about them, how fast they're growing, if they're ill, if they need treating for anything, absolutely anything that happens to that lamb, we're then able to record against it. So it's a great tool to have. And then we just pop that in the other ear, just like that. It's a legal requirement to put those yellow tags in every single lamb in the UK. You don't have to put the coloured one in unless it's a breeding sheep on the farm. So now we're on to scanning the sheep into the system. So now you should be able to see the screen recording of what's going on. We're using an app called Flock Watch to record all this data. So first of all, if James scans the ewe, 363, then click the ewe. It is a triplet, but we've adopted one on, and we know where that is, so that's all okay. Put the date of birth, which is 22nd, sire. I put the number of the tuck, 2644, just like that. Next, the gender of each lamb. Tell me the sex, female. Female. Scan the number. Got that. Okay, now you do the one more. Next one. Female. Female again, yes. And that is those 2 lambs scanned into the system. We'll put the triplet in later. Scan you. Scan please. boy, they make a racket. So what have we done? We got the lambs in the front of the trailer, used in the back just so they don't get squished. We're on the tractor because, as everyone knows, it is soaking wet everywhere. Right, let's get them dropped off. So I'd just like to stop the video there and say a massive thank you to our main sponsors over this lambing series, as well as the last 12 months, and that is Howden Rural. So if you haven't heard of Howden Rural, they provide bespoke insurance solutions for whatever company you are. No matter if you're a farm with 5 sheep or a farm with 2,000 acres, they can provide a solution for you. So if you haven't already, please go and check out Howden Rural. I'd really appreciate it, and massive thank you for tuning in again. Come on ladies, out to grass you go. Come on. Unloading done, now we just got to make sure that everything is paired up as with who they should be. Just like that, silence again, and all of them are coupled up. So we'll leave them to it. As they're behind the house, kind of why we've done this, we can come and check them later on to make sure all is okay. We've never put using, well, outside. The last time we put using lambs out here, we only had about 20 sheep. 15 minutes or however long it takes, I don't want to jinx it, our attention goes to outside and the bee flock. They're on the hill field at the top of the farm. We're just going to move them back onto this field here. It's got a bit of grass, and there's another bite of grass over there. These will be coming inside in a couple of weeks too, so quick move. We can't forget about them just because there's sheep in the shed. Yeah. What a great sign. After a few days without problems, we've got Rusang cross clean over there. That has aborted. Had quite a lengthy chat with the vet today. We've been speaking quite a lot, if I'm honest. And as I said yesterday at the end of the video, we've got to the end of the problem. It's Campylobacter. It's a pretty rare one here in the UK. Our vets, there's probably 2 or 3 people that vaccinate for it. It's quite a hard vaccine to get hold of. We don't know how it's been picked up. Someone's told me before it can be transmitted by crows, but I don't know much. I don't know too much about it. So next year we're going to vaccinate for it. Hopefully get rid of the problem. We already vaccinate for Enzo and Toxo. Just one of these things that seems to be thrown up with sheep. So yeah, she's aborted over there. I can't find the lamb anywhere. She's been straddling about there. No idea really. She's barring as you can hear. Can't do much. We'll have to try and catch her tomorrow and yeah, have a better look because it's getting on today. But yeah, midfield they got a bit of fresh grass. There's not loads of grass. It's a much drier field, and then hopefully it's going to dry out the next couple of days. They can go into the middle 10 acre, which, as I say, is 10 acres of decent graze, and that's where the twins were on before they came in, so they've been off it about a month now. But yeah, rubbish thing to happen, but we gotta think of the positives. It's been a really good week. Isn't that mad? Just got back, walked in the twin shed, had a look, turned around, there's a little lamb there. I think this one leg, she might just need a quick canvas lamb. You're the one that's been trying to steal all the lambs. Leg back. Let's get it out. Good girl. Good girl. Go and have a lick. Good girl. We just want to milk this ewe out again. As you can see, her nipple's really big and the lambs are only drinking from one side. So I'm going to really hammer that and get as much milk out as possible. I'm back now. I might be better. That is her milked out. Good job done. Hopefully that means that tomorrow Hopefully that now means that both those lambs will suckle from her. As always, as soon as evening feed time is done, give it a couple of hours and we're on. I've just penned up the 2 ewes that lambed a few hours ago. We now have a single lamb in, we have another twin lamb in, but the single over here looks like it might need a helping hand. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Yes! Oh my god. Oh. Woo! Good girl. Man, that was tough. Big lamb, just its head out, struggled to get one leg out, and then what I was doing, pulling the leg and the body at the same time because I just physically couldn't get my hand in there. Shook him about because he had a lot of phlegm in there, and now she's licking him and she's breathing. It's when you put all that effort in and then you got a lamb there, by no means least is it through the woods, but it's breathing with all that phlegm out and she's licking him. These sheep definitely know how to get on with it. So that is a twin. The bag was just out when I went to lamb that other one. Got back and she's had one. How's she getting on with the second? Not quite there. So what we'll do now, I'm going to leave that ewe to lick that lamb for 5 minutes and also leave her to have this other. I'll keep you updated. There is also another ewe right in the middle there that's pushing quite a bit. I just had to double check there for a minute. I thought for a minute that was a single. Just look at the size of that lamb. Another whopper. The funny thing is, these ewes are actually on less food than what they were last year. Just the haylage is a little bit better. The grass must have been a recipe for growth that they were on, because these lambs are all coming out quite big. Not stupidly big, but they're nice, they're tidy, they're well grown, they're nice strong lambs. Some are a bit on the big side, like this one, that single I've just lambed. But yeah, it looks like there's a couple of them there too. 1, 2. That could be coming soon as well. So we have penned those 2 ewes up. Everything else is done for the night, and what a great way to finish the video then, to go and have a look at the lamb we started the day with. Almost dead last night, now has a brand new mum and she's happy to have him. Right, we'll see you tomorrow guys. Massive thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe.